UFC 286 has left me feeling empty inside, cold, hungry, bored. Some events are so magical that I'm watching interviews for days after, just like, I want to saturate my system with information. Like the Jones fight, it was like leading up, I'm just spending way too much time enveloped in the characters. It's like I'm reading a book. This one is just like, it's over. What's the point of even living now?
The power is within us. We can make this better. Forget divide and conquer. Weather the storm together.
There were several very interesting moments over the course of the night. First, we'll get to Usman. He looked slow and hesitant. He looked like he just got knocked out and didn't want to get knocked out again. That's exactly what he looked like. So we now know that knockout affected him. Don't get me wrong, he did go into the fire a bit, and he took a knee from hell. He survived that somehow, but for the most part, he was just he reminded me of Anderson Silva towards the end of his career, where he was still moving and faking, but he wouldn't throw anything because he was too hesitant. For some reason, you lose the speed, you lose the confidence. So I feel like Usman's done as a title contender, or it's just Leon leveled up that much. It could be that. He's very good. And now maybe it was the elevation. He was just tired that second fight, and the first one. But hot damn, we might be seeing the end of Usman. He looked old. His knees, he's always had really bad knees, and Leon kicked them several times. That's rude. I feel like he's done. He is done. He landed a couple stiff shots that were okay. I actually scored it for Usman, if we're being real. It could have. In real time, I was like, you could give Usman that round. I had it a draw, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know, with the point loss, who knows who won that fight, but I felt like Leon did do more damage. He should have won, rightfully so, even with a point taken. But fence grabbing, wrist glove grabbing, you cheating whore. Usman's probably going to come down in the pound for pound rankings below Pereira even? Wow, that would suck. They say Covington's getting the next shot. I think he will lose to Edwards. I think Edwards is the new top dog now. I doubted him for a long time, but he seems to be winning. Usman should face... Oh, God, there's no one. Oh, they're all booked. Stephen Thompson. Boom. I would love to see Hamzat, but he went up to middleweight. That sucks. Can we just get to the weirdest moment of the night when Patterson gets knocked out? That guy that was 7 feet tall in the lightweight division somehow gets knocked out. And then I've seen this happen where a fighter gets knocked out and then he's like fighting the ref a bit for 10 seconds. This guy kept going. He was fighting. It's like, no. And then he's surrounded by like 10 people saying like, you're done. And he's still like, you want to go? Why are there usually not so many people in the cage? Like he's dead inside. That guy has brain damage for real, like serious stuff. He took at least 19 minutes where he was still fighting. He went another full fight with the ref and the doctor even. And then finally his coach came in and he was like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, coach, you want to go, buddy? Oh, I feel so bad. I'm not a Scientologist. I don't fully understand what happens when someone takes the wrong hit at the wrong angle, but it's not the same. Like, every knockout is not the same thing. It's just like, oh, I lost consciousness. It's like, he might have disrupted one of his lobes or something. Something went off and dislodged. One of his brain stems is floating around separate, and that's going to control his thoughts from now on. It's a rogue piece of brain in his head, and it's just going to make decisions in his life that are probably not going to be the best. Not his best interest in mind. That worries me a lot. I mean, this whole sport worries me. I should stop watching it, but pray for Patterson. I don't know what it is about my predictions. Like, look how good I did picking people I don't even know. Like, just random guesses. And then when it comes to the guys I do know, I get them wrong. That just means one thing. I'm lucky and really dumb. But I roll with it. I did really good. It's like, oh yeah, I knew the round, knockout for sure, submission, yeah. Holy shit. The Gaethje was the only one that I was like, you know what? Fiziev, he's overrated. He's very good technically, but I don't know what he's missing. He's very tough, fast. Like he has all the tools, but he doesn't have that knockout power, I think. He's mostly body shots, and he never hits the actual liver. He kicked him like 18 times in the stomach. That should end you at some point, but he doesn't poke him in there. He needs stronger toes. Get a toe workout program, you piece of shit. But good job on Gaethje to fight a little smarter. He still got rocked like he always does, but he put together a plan. He was the bigger man. He did well. Will he ever get a title shot versus Makhachev? I don't know, man. I'm not seeing the odds. It's not looking good for him becoming a champion. I would love to see that happen. He's worked so hard. Very exciting fighter. A little arrogant lately. Just in saying I'm the most exciting fighter. I'm the best. I'm so athletic. That's why I was able to do this. Like, no one loves to hear that from you. I agree with you, but shut your mouth. Gunnar Nelson winning by intelligence, much like I hoped he would. Very good. Very good, man. I hope he makes a run. He seems to not be running. He never, like, puts together a bunch of wins. He's so good. I don't understand how he's not champion. Maybe he will make a run now and become that. I doubt it. Casey O'Neill, what the hell was that? You were willing to trade 7 punches for every one you threw, and you knew, like, even your one wasn't gonna land. It was like, I missed. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's 7-0 for you. Let's do this again, bitch. Okay, that's 14-0. Yes! One for me. Oh, I'm ready. Let me write the one at least. Ow. Okay, that's 21. You lost on math-based principles. You needed a way better game plan than that. That was bad. I thought you were good. You were undefeated. Now you have a loss. You're a loser. You're not even John Jones. I thought Dolidze won that fight versus Martin Vibormi. Boring-ass, thick-necked freak. Can't be knocked down, you Homer Simpson mother F. Boring. Oh, they're both boring. And will Muhammad Makayev ever be the same with that knee bending the other way? Like, that's for chupacabras, that knee bend. That's for goat freak things in the darkness that their legs bend that way. I don't need that in my life. They're hanging with Dogman and Bigfoot, and then you got Chupacabra. That's their advantage, but is he going to use it as an advantage when his knee bended that? And he's a wrestler. I don't like that. Why did he do that? Just tap immediately. He held it forever, and now his leg will never be the same, most likely. Hopefully not, and it's just stretchy. Why do you do that? You have so much potential in life. These fighters are too tough for their own good. There's no shame in tapping. Just tap. If I was a UFC fighter, I would tap when we're face to face. Touch gloves, I tap his glove. We're done. No, I don't want to do this. Look at the crowd. They're yelling at me and shit. They expect me to get hurt. Their law of attracting my pain. I don't need that shit. I would leave immediately. And Dan Hardy's wife proves us all wrong. She looked pretty good. Not bad. Juliana, the only thing I'll remember from that fight is the creepy stare Juliana had in the beginning. She was just like, it wasn't intimidating. It was just like, I'm a ghost or something. Are you afraid? I'm afraid. Can you, like, she looked scared. Like, is that what you do? You look at your opponent? I'm really scared. It scares you. That was weird. And she sucks. I can see it now. Hardy, I don't know. She was getting punched quite a bit. Champion level, I don't know. I don't know about that. Dan Hardy, you got a lot of coaching to do, but she looked good. Not bad. So we got some interesting fights next week. And then another pay-per-view. Did UFC just change their whole schedule to where it's like a pay-per-view every other week? I can't afford that. I refuse to afford it. That sucks. And they're not even stacked cards. This is bullshit. You get one championship fight and a bunch of hobos. The funny thing is, I watched the early prelims, and then the prelims were not on Fight Pass, so I had to miss them. And then once the main card started, I was like, I don't want to watch the main card before the prelims. It's out of order in my brain. I don't like that. So I was like pausing the main event, waiting for the prelims to get uploaded. That was dumb. So dumb, you discombobulated assholes. Viacom. Out of via your mom. Tonight. I'll do it. I'll leave. Subscribe for more videos. See you later.